Deku. Time to talk about that, because all over Twitter I just see Deku in a fucking McDonald's uniform. Is like, have a plus ultra day. It's like, oh man, why you gotta do him like that? And Bakugo's just standing there like, yeah, can I just get my food, please? You know what I mean? They're doing him dirty, like, just because he became a teacher in the end. And like, there's a point at which I stopped reading most manga, and I just skip to the end. I'm like, all right, I don't care what happens in between, just because there's a point where I fall off of the manga and I'm like, I don't care, because they're not telling the truth anymore. Meaning, like, they'll tell the story that they're trying to tell, and then they let a character live that should have died, and they start making a lot of convenient, nice things happen to the main characters. And I could already see the writing on the wall with My Hero Academia, just because they allowed All Might to live when he should have died in a certain point of the story. And I was just like, okay, I guess. But what I was saying was about Deku and why people are so pissed. And it goes back to my point about how characters like Kirito or Kagome, they're characters that you project yourself onto, and you want to experience what they want to experience. The literal reason why everyone is so pissed about Deku and how he became a teacher and whatnot is because they were projecting onto him their own life experience, and they want him to succeed, because then it will feel like they succeeded. So when Deku 8 years passed, and this is spoilers for the end of My Hero, which I stopped reading a long time ago, but like, I read actually, I don't even think I read it. I just flipped through it. It was a really short chapter. And you can tell that the author was feeling very fatigued, and he didn't want to continue. He was just like, man, this manga stuff is tiring. But he's probably the best artist in the entire magazine while he was still there. You know what I mean? Like, one of the best artists. But because people projected onto Deku, and they wanted him to succeed in life, get with Ochako, the Uraraka, the main gravity girl and whatnot. They wanted to get him to get with her, have a kid, have a successful life, have money, and still have his powers. They wanted him to still have his powers. They wanted him to have it all. But then the way the author ended it, he fell way short of their expectations. And that's why everyone is so pissed off, because they projected onto him for so long that to come to the climax, the end of the story, and to find out that he doesn't even see his friends most of the time, everyone that he like grew up with and went through all this hardship with, he doesn't even like. It's not even confirmed whether he's with that girl he likes. It's not even confirmed. People were pissed. I was just laughing because I fell out of the story a long time ago, and that's the reason why people were so pissed at the ending of My Hero, because it felt like they failed. Like, it felt like okay, it felt like a wet fart, you know. Like, at the end, it's just like, okay, this is what's awaiting our hero, the main character, the protagonist of the entire story. He gets to be a teacher. I guess that's okay. I guess that's kind of cool. You know, it wasn't fulfilling to the reader to see him not be the highest potential that they wanted him to be. Like with Naruto, he became Hokage. He got with Hinata. He got a kid. He got 2 kids. He got everything that he was hoping to accomplish in his life. And really, in the end, he became more of a glorified desk worker, and that's what he was fighting so hard to become. But at least he set out what he set out what he set to achieve. Same with Bleach, where he saves the day. He gets with that hot orange hair chick, Orihime. He gets with Orihime, and they have a kid, and his kid is friends with Rukia's kid, and it's like, really, you just want to see the characters get with who you want them to get with, because you're projecting on them so hard. You want them to have the life that you want to have yourself, but because you're reading the story and you don't have the ability to have that life, in a way, you want that character to succeed so that you can feel good too. Yoshihiro wrote, that's just life. Everyone doesn't get that picture perfect happily ever after ending. People drift apart, jobs, family, etc. happen. In a way, Horikoshi was extrapolating from reality, maybe even his own real experiences. Yeah, I think so. And it is just life for real. But this is manga, man. Like, I think Japanese manga are not well known for their endings. They usually end in a very inconsequential way that leaves things open for future projects, future things to happen. And because they end in this inconsequential way, like it makes it very difficult for people to be satisfied with the ending that they do get. There's very few manga that truly end in a way that people can enjoy. And the way you said, in a way, Horikoshi was extrapolating from reality, maybe even his own real experiences. I would say that's probably the closest answer we'll get to what really led his thinking on the ending. It might have been an editor, it might have been his own thinking, but I think maybe he was so tired from the creation of the story that he just left it kind of open-ended and didn't want the hassle of saying, oh, this character gets with this character and this is what happens, this is directly what happens. But I feel like, in my heart of hearts, I feel like it's a cop-out ending where you get to leave everything open, you get to end it, and you don't have to be responsible for any of the things that happen. Like, Naruto got with Hinata. Ichigo got with Orihime. Kenshin got with that one girl. What's her name? It starts with a K. Kaoru. And they had a kid. The characters that you projected on for so long, they succeed in a way that you want to succeed in life. And so they the story ends in a way that you're satisfied with, that most people would be satisfied with. Yeah, some creators don't care for shipping stuff. I'm personally glad MHA didn't go with that. Endings are the best time to put a definitive answer on a shipping, like on a ship, because it's the end and nobody can say nothing to you after that. You can just be like, this is how it happens, and you can leave, you can walk off set. But during the story, it's too much of a distraction, and I think that's why the creator Eiichiro Oda just does away with that altogether. The money is in having two characters that you want to fuck, that you want them to fuck and get together and have a kid, and then keeping them apart for the entire series. That's where the money is. You have them almost good, and then you keep them apart. And then another moment later on down the line, you have them, but then you keep them apart. And that's where the money is playing, is jerking. It's that will they, won't they? That's what really plays with. That's where they make their money, is playing with that that sexual tension of, you want these two characters to get together and then they don't. and then at the end is when you get that release. Like you get that, okay, finally. Oh Jesus, I was waiting that whole time. And then when it doesn't happen, it's almost like you didn't get to nut after jerking it. And I don't mean to be crass, but that's just the best way I can put it. And that's what people felt with My Hero, because they were jerking it, they were edging it, they were almost ready to bust, and then they didn't get to bust. So that's why it was sad, and people were angry that Deku didn't get no hose, or didn't get to be a hero at the end. Like that's why people were mad.